If you don't know how you got it, how are you going to know how to hand it over? That is why this parampara is so fantastic. Sada sama samarambham Sankaracharya madhyamam asmadacharya parindam vande guru parampara. Beginning from the God. Call it Shiva, call it Vishnu is fine. Dakshinamurti, call it anything you like. And in this teaching tradition, the teachers do not take the credit. Listen carefully. The teachers do not take the credit. What did he give you? Think. What did the teacher give you? Which is not yours. That is why Krishna doesn't make a donkey out of Arjuna. What does he tell him? When Arjuna says, "Oh Lord, Nashta moha smritir labdha." The delusion is gone. I got back the memory. I am aware of myself. Karishye vachanam tava. At one time he says, I'll do whatever you say. What Krishna says? Krishna was not very thrilled now. Now I have a donkey to ride. Whatever I say, he will do. No. Vimurshayatata seshena yathechhasitata guru. Hey Arjuna, think over it well. Having thought over it well, yatha ichhasi tatha guru. Do as you choose. To a free person, you don't give a list of do's and don'ts also. Understand? And even if it is there, the person happily follows it. Because there is no such thing, by doing he will be happier, or by not doing he will be unhappy. Happily going with everybody. That is why in this tradition you accept everything. Every thought is wonderful. Every thought is wonderful. Every tradition is wonderful. Believers are as wonderful as even non-believers. Everything is accepted. Remember the example I have given you. The rectangles. Okay? Another dimension came up. Rectangles. You know, this is a rectangle, right? I put it like this, put it like this. How many rectangles? Other day, you know that. Somebody say 4, other say 5. Immediate perception is what? 4 or 5. Not many people are capable of thinking 9 and all that, you know. So those people who suddenly say 9, they have heard somewhere, but pretend as though they have not heard before. 9. You cannot have 9 just like that. It's impossible. There is a picture here. So here already there is a picture, okay? There are 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the original one 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 rectangles are there. Think. The person who sees 9 will be comfortable with whom? Everybody. 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shall he say they are wrong? A child tells you 4. Will you say wrong? Will you say that? No, baby. 4 also there or not? Incomplete. It is not wrong. Don't use that wrong word, wrong. Nobody is wrong. Somebody is incomplete. Earth is flat. Is it wrong or right? Can you say totally wrong? It's a flat. Are you walking on a flat? Are you driving on a flat earth? Or you will say, earth is round, how can I go on a car now? It will all fall off. You don't do that. It is not right. It is not wrong. But it is incomplete. Meaning, giving you a chance to grow, to extend, to expand your vision. Now don't stay with the restricted perception. The 4 only, 5 only. Then there will be a fight between 4 and 5, 5 and 7. But the 9 person will accept everybody. 8, yes, 7, yes, 6, yes, 5, yes, 4, yes, 3, 2, yes, 2, yes, 1, yes. One more dimension, look at it. Are they all what? They are all rectangles, right? Rectangles, plural. Make it a singular, rectangle. Each one is what? Each one is a... So a rectangle, if it is a concept, how many rectangles now there? Concept-wise, there is no plural. Are you getting that? It's all rectangle. It's not all rectangles. A rectangle. 4 sides. Dissimilar. Let us say. It's a rectangle. So how many rectangles within rectangles within rectangles within rectangles? You can accept anything, and you can say also, what is this? There are not many things at all, just one thing. Think, friends. That's why when you appreciate, understand about yourself, who you are, you accept everybody. Nobody is wrong. Everybody has a place. That is why your tolerance, your acceptance is not because of a superiority, holier than you attitude or wiser than you attitude. It's because it's normal. Like a child, please see, a child sees a ghost. You don't hit the child. You accept it, accommodate. The child is excited about the form in the cloud. Accept it. Whatever whoever says. Various perception, that is where you get so fantastic. Why is it that when the scripture says, it is not, when the scripture says that a wise man, one who sees himself, mitra ripaksheho tulya tilyanundi tulya ninda stutiri mauni santushto yena kenachit. Whether it is ninda or stuti, somebody praises to the heavens, somebody condemns into the hell, somebody is very friendly, somebody is terribly inimical. Everything is, the person remains very happy with everything, the person remains comfortable with everything. Why? Because he respects other person's perception. You can't force your perception on everybody, can you? Each one, from their standpoint, they will look at it. That is why a student is not condemned by a teacher. A student will not be condemned by a teacher, will not say, you are an idiot, you will never, no. Because he is an idiot, he comes, don't worry about it. And the teacher himself was an idiot. Wise man was ignorant. Ignorant will be wise. So what's the big deal? That is why the teacher, whenever the student comes, the teacher doesn't say, what were you doing? How much money you have? What job you have? What did you do? What did you do? Are you vegetarian? Believer? Non-believer? Forget it. Am I going to teach you, the individual, or to a role? Ask yourself. Whom are you going to teach? Am I going to teach the individual, the I, or am I going to teach the role that you are an artist, a painter, a musician? What am I going to do with the painter? What am I going to do with the musician? What the rich person, poor person, educated, uneducated? Listen carefully. You don't have to have a PhD to come on this knowledge. You should have common sense. That is why in ancient traditions you shall see the great sages. What was their educational qualification? PhD from which university? What type of linguists they are? Ordinary people. Knowing about yourself, what language must you learn? Language of the self. And luckily, that language is already there with us. You can't be, everybody cannot be an engineer. Everybody can't be a doctor. Everybody can't be educated. Everybody can't be rich. Everybody can't be poor. Everybody can't be artist. Everybody can't be painter. Everybody cannot remain young all times. Everybody cannot remain old all the times. Things will continuously change. Everybody cannot be rich or poor, cannot be educated or uneducated, believer or non-believer, but everybody can be themselves. Because all these roles, believers, non-believers, now a believer, now a non-believer, alternately changing, now rich, now poor, now young, now old, now educated, now discovering he has not known much at all. Whatever you do, friends, everybody can't be that. Everybody can't be rich, can't be poor, can't be believer, can't be non-believer. But everybody, irrespective of caste, creed, sex, race, religion, nationality, whatever you say that, Everybody can be themselves. No choice. You can't have the electricity 24 hours. Listen carefully. Even if you have 24 hours electricity, your system can go crazy in your house and there is no electricity. 45 minutes you will have the discomfort. Electricity comes, the fan comes, now it is comfortable because the same sweating which was giving you discomfort, the same sweat starts evaporating, makes it feel so cool. Happiness nobody takes away. You are happy to be in the house where there is no electricity. You are happy to be in that house when the electricity comes back. That relative comfort, are you getting that point? The relative comfort and discomfort nobody shall take away. That is why relative knowledge, that field is never ending. Never ending field. Nobody shall reach end of knowledge. Nobody. But don't shift it to Vedanta and Upanishads, like many people do that. They don't understand this or that. You can't have, I am growing in my identity. Oh. Who are you? The self-absolute. Today, tomorrow, yesterday, today, tomorrow. Finish, same, no growth. But that is not knowledge of things, that is the knowledge itself. Consciousness, jnana swarupa, that is yourself. And you are continuously, all the time, experiencing it. Since I am talking this subject, let me tell you this, friends. Continuous. Play with that word, experiencing, okay? Listen. Are you experiencing this flower? Yes or no? Yes. Everybody. Are you seeing this? Are you experiencing this flower? Yes. Are you seeing this flower? Yes. So seeing is an experiencing, right? It's not play on words. Seeing also is an experiencing. Are you listening to me? Experiencing me talking. So listening also is an experiencing. See that? Seeing, listening are two different activities, but experiencing is same. Touching, tasting, smelling, 5 different activities, but experiencing is, so you're experiencing seeing, experiencing touching, experiencing tasting, experiencing smelling, experiencing here listening. Yes. So when you say experiencing, the seeing means what? That time experiencing is conscious. You are conscious of seeing, conscious of listening, conscious of touching. Okay? Listen. If you are seeing the flower, you are experiencing the flower, right? You are experiencing the flower. At what level? Sight, seeing. Are you getting that? You are experiencing the flower, means seeing. But you are not touching it. So you touch it. Now experiencing the touching the flower. Now experiencing the smell. You are not experiencing the smell from that side, that place. I am experiencing the smell of the flower. You can experience the taste of this flower? You can't. I can experience the taste of the flower. Listen carefully. So tasting is an experiencing. Touching, smelling, everything experiencing, right? Now suppose my eyes don't see this flower. Am I experiencing or still experiencing or not? I am not experiencing the flower, but I am experiencing. So the flower is gone, experiencing continues.